because it's easy, and well, some of my friends need some assistance. So, this is the camera. We'll get back to this later. But some of these lights you can see are in this video. So, let's get right into it and start with the balloons. There's many different types of balloons. You can go all different colors, and you can change rope length, all sorts of stuff. So, you have, I really can't, I think that's a face. I don't know what face. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a head balloon, another head balloon, some hearts and dogs, and there's then the regular. It doesn't have to be red. It can be anything. I just chose that. Look, Garry's mod, smiley face, and even these balloons are so strong that they can even lift some objects. So, as well as you can shoot them and they will pop. They will indeed pop. So, you can use that to your need. Next, we have the button. Now, the button, you have multiple mods, or versions of them, and it's a simulated key press. Now, you can change this to whatever you want on your keyboard. Now, this is a simulated key press, so that light over there, when I press 2, it turns on and then turns off. Now, I don't have to hit that key. I can just hit E and it'll turn it on, or hit E again and turn it off. Now, these are toggleable, so I can turn that off, and it'll just be a button. So when I press it, I can even hold it down and let go. Right now, it's it's on a toggleable state, or I can just turn it off. So buttons are good on vehicles and other things, but mainly used for doors. That's what I'd mainly use them for. I wouldn't put them on vehicles because you can just use that using your keypad, especially when you're sitting in a seat in first person. It's kind of hard to do that. You can update the button by just, so let me have that untoggleable and just hit left click, and now, see, it only turns on for a second. If I hold it down, it'll stay on, and if I hold that off, it'll turn back off. So you can even spawn the button by hitting right click, and then there's another button. So next we have the Duplicator. This is very simple. It's like copy and paste. You can copy by hitting right click and paste by doing just left click. So it's really easy. I just built this little thing just to show. And one important thing is to saving your creations. Now, I'm not sure about this, but I don't think if you save your creation, go to another world, it will just paste. I don't think that'll happen. But what you can do is go to dupes right here, and now that you have it copied, you have to have it copied with the duplicator. You go to save dupe, and now it's there. Now, deleting these dupes, you have to hit the escape button or main menu button. You just go to dupes, and then you can delete them or publish them, whatever you want to do. That is also the same for saved games, which all you need to do is just hit save, and then boom, your world will be saved. So, that's simple. Next, we have Dynamite, probably the most overpowered weapon in this game, mainly because you can set traps. Now, let me turn my light on so you can see that. You have this small little bomb. You can change the damage. The max damage is 500. You can change the delay. You can have it remove the bomb on explosion when it detonates, so like a real bomb would. Or you can have it stay, so when it blows up, it'll keep the dynamite there, so you can just spam the button and it'll keep blowing up. Pretty simple. I changed it to 0. I'm a backup for this. Simple as that. I had it, so it gets rid of it, but of course you can turn that off, spawn it in, and just go, and it'll stay there. Next, we have the emitter, which is actually really simple. You have all of these effects which you can do, and I will just show you some here. Here you have the gun firing. This I think is just sparks. That's water. I think that's some more sparks. I can show that exactly. Yeah, manhack sparks. So it's just some emitters for particles. That's basically all it is. You can hide it by doing something else, which I will explain in another video in the, render, in the render mode. Right here we're doing the construction. Last time we did constraints. If you want to go see that video, go ahead. So that's all the emitter is. Now onto the hoverball. Now when it comes to the hoverball, I usually like to do this flat one. You can change the speed of it, the strength. So what it does is you can change it going up or going down. Now let me try to make this a little bit more clear. You can lift platforms. I have them frozen currently, but see, you can have it go up or down. Now, when it just has the one, it kind of tilts sometimes, so you need to balance it. I have them in each corner here, so it is balanced enough where it won't wobble around. And then try not to do that or go through the floor because it might break it a little bit. Really easy to use. You don't have to use those flat ones. You can use the ball, and it does the exact same thing. You can weld it on, or you can just place it kind of like the weld, except you don't have to. You can just go click and it's on. They do weigh some amount, so you can't just put like, see, now it's starting to tilt. See, now it's starting to tilt, but if I get rid of those, it will actually counter itself and go back to its position. So it will, in fact, balance itself out. And then if I hit what I had for toggle it on and off, 3, and it turns off. It does break a little bit with the physics, so you just gotta click it, and sometimes it doesn't like to do it. So just click, and then this is the physics gun, by the way, not the gravity gun. So all you do is just grab it by left click and freeze it, and then it's back to normal. This one is kind of freaking out, so that's how you freeze objects. I guess it doesn't really work in this video, but whatever. Next we have the lamps. So it's really just a light, basically. You can have just the default, which is just light. You can have all these different things. So if you can have a Garry's mod logo, some other stuff, some cool little effects like that. If you want to build something. So this is basically just for, I don't really use these too much. You could maybe try to make some sort of a movie. I don't know how you would, but you could try it. Maybe with a view or something. Here, let's see. Actually, I haven't done this yet. Oh, it's hard to see it. Here, I'll go put it over on the wall. But, oops. You can see that it does actually show what we're doing, the screen. So it's like a camera. So you can play like a little movie. See how it's moving? See that? Okay, so next we have the light. Now, the light, you just have the rope length. I maxed it out, and this is what it looks like maxed out. It's pretty long. Brightness and radius. This is what it looks like with the brightness and radius. Maxed out. It's very bright. And I usually just set it average, just a little light with the shortest rope, just because it's easy. The light I use a lot for lighting up my things. I don't use those too much, the lamps, because they're kind of big and they're really fidgety, especially trying to put them somewhere. Like, it's hard to weld them to things and that kind of stuff. So I just go with the default light. But with the lights, with the lamps, you can actually focus the light, which you can't on the lights. The no collide. This one is a little confusing. So first we have, the default prop. Hits things, hits the floor, hits other objects. Now, if you go with the no collide, and you left click one, left click another one. Now, it won't collide. But it will still collide with the ground and other objects, just not the thing you clicked. So that could be useful for many things. If you want to have, I don't know, like, make sure that your prop doesn't freak out, kind of like it did with those gravity or hoverballs. Now you also have the second, which it makes it have no collide with anything except for the world. So that means like the ground and the walls. Do that. And now it won't collide with anything. That includes everything except for the ground. Or, let me get my gravity gun. The wall. But it won't collide with anything. See that? It's going right through. So that's that. We have this now. Now this is actually kind of fun. I have it just a default metal bouncy and then enable gravity. So, like a default thing, it would just fall and maybe shake a little bit. That's just, you know, whatever. But if you add physical properties, see how it starts to slide? And if you drop it, it really starts to bounce. So, you could use this for like a volleyball tournament if you want, like a little, you could grab like a soccer ball or something. Yeah, here we go, soccer ball. You could obviously change the sound to something else, like maybe let's go, oh wait, rubber, I saw rubber. Rubber, click. Now it's not as bouncy actually, but let's try concrete. Let's go back to metal. Let's see if that makes it bounce. Yeah, see, so metal actually is probably the best to use. I don't know what is the most bouncy, but it's fun to play around with, and it really does bounce. Finally, or not finally, but we're getting close to the end, the remover. You're going to use this tool a lot, especially if you to undo a prop, you hit Z. And if you've placed a bunch of props and then you want to delete this bottom one, but if you hit Z, you'll delete this top one instead, and you have to delete multiple to get back. Just go to the remover and just left click, and now it's gone. That's it. You can remove all the objects that are connected to it, so that would mean welds and stuff, not like if they were just touching. That means welds. So let's see, like over here, I welded these two things together. All of it's gone because it was welded together. Next we have the thruster. The thruster is actually really simple. You have all of these different types of thrusters. You can change the effect, the sound, you can make it toggleable, you can add all sorts of stuff. If it's damaged, like if you shoot at it, it'll just active and go crazy. All sorts of stuff. There's even huge thrusters or super small ones. So I just did number pad, and then you can change the force. I just attached it to this box, and I'm gonna watch it go flying. Oh wait, I gotta unfreeze the box. Sorry. It did break the box, but that's basically it. You if you have it, let me active, and then you can even go in reverse, which that is gone. Okay, but you can have it go forward or reverse depending on what you set it at. Finally, we have the wheel. Now the wheel is a little bit confusing because I don't know if I screwed this up, because I used to use the wheel, but now I don't. I just use the motor, which I did explain in the constraints part, which is in another video. It's similar but slightly different. It's weird. You can change the friction, force limit, torque. It's basically the motor, just it comes with the wheel. Now the only problem with this is it's kind of weird and it's kind of broken. See, it's really weird. It does not move the tires at all. It doesn't move the tires at all. I don't know why. And that just falls off. So it's not, I wouldn't use the wheel. I just go with the motor and just find a wheel like this. I'll just explain this for purposes. Constraints, first, right there, motor. Just go click, click. And it doesn't work. Yeah, I think it's because of the wheels. Yeah, it's definitely nope, no it's not. There it is. See, it works on here with the motor, but it doesn't with the wheel for some reason. Don't know why that is. I hope they fix it. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you, because sure is complicated, this game, definitely. You need to learn all about the things before you can actually build. It's very complicated. But I hope this video helped you, and I will see all of you later. Goodbye.